I wouldn't say I'm that impressed. Microsoft has turned around and said, yeah, dragging and dropping into applications on the taskbar is a feature they're not bringing back, which is a hell of a shame, because I really like that feature. In other news, it's my daughter's 14th birthday. Loads of kids in my house, so I've got carte blanche to stream as much as I want today from her who should be obeyed. So that's great. I'm just staying out the way. Suits me, sir. Here we go. We get to that nav beacon. And then what we'll do is we'll take fleet carriers off, because you can't see the wood for the trees with all that stuff knocking about. And then we'll scan the nav beacon. That'll be fab. And then we'll find out exactly where this beacon is. Yeah, I checked all my RAM speed. I'm running at 3200. I think it is. Whatever the RAM runs at, I am running at that. That's something I checked. When you by default install RAM into a machine, it'll set it at 2600. I think regardless of your RAM speed, it's not intuitive. Oh, I'm staying well away. I'm staying well away. My missus is in there handling it. That suits me, sir. That means I can come out here and I can spend some time doing this, which is absolutely brilliant. Right, so here we go. Beacon of nav. Have I got my frames capped there? I shouldn't have. Display. Frame limit cap is off. I've changed my resolution to 2560 and 1440. Because I found that made a hell of a difference. You know, and I was playing in 4K. And normally I wouldn't bother. But because I stream as well, and you all know the situation, because I stream and all that, like, you know, it's it was starting to be a bit of a pain with the crashes and what have you. Yes, Steve. Hello there. Yeah, exactly. I mean, right, where's this beacon then? And that's it. So have I got to go on to Galnet now and find out what the bloody hell's going on? It would seem so, wouldn't it? Here's Galnet. This is the power play stuff. We've got the FSS. Scanners are being upgraded. All the stuff about the Thargoids. Lovely. Thargoids retreat from other systems. So here we are. Then where is this beacon? So I've scanned the nav beacon in there. Am I missing something? Ice beacon. Right, I'm in the right system. Ayabico. Right. Turned anything off? Why am I not seeing it? I was close to the entry point. Ah! There it is. go. The Joy Sen ice beacon. Ah, it's better. Right. Oh, I have a friend request, look. Oh, it's Simon's invited me into the team. Good old Simon. And then what I'm going to do, once I scan this, right, once I scan this, back to the carrier, into one of the ships. Not sure what I'm going to use. So, who are we fighting for again? Mark Smith. It is crazy what the electric prices are going up to. I mean, at the moment, I put solar in about 5 years ago. To put the same system in now is about 9-10 grand. Crazy. So we're supporting the cultists, yes? Okay. Okay, there's the beacon bacon. There you go. And we've got a message. Discovered logs. Look at this. Oh, right. Okay. So they're voice logs as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to play them. All right. We're going to play. We're going to play the logs. I'm going to go on mute. Ramp the volume up. Job done. Here we go. Ready?
So you're into the tap stuff, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I believe it is a very impressive movement. The fact that so many people support a diplomatic solution to the war is really encouraging.
So how does Haimar Borchev get involved in that? I mean, on your show you've shared your skepticism, I guess is the best way to put it, of how the Thargoid war has developed. You've covered failings by INRA, Aegis, and Azimuth, but the TAP thing has really appeared through social hubs, right? It comes from the people.
Well, okay, let me answer the initial question, okay? TAP, or the Thargoid Advocacy Project,
Right.
for people unfamiliar with the term.
I've been talking about it for a while now. My viewers are probably sick of it by now.
Well, let's hope not, because again, I have to say, it is really important, I think. The Thargoid Advocacy Project is, in my mind, the best chance we have for a diplomatic resolution to the war.
That'd be amazing. But would the soups even listen?
Well, systems within a superpower's domain, particularly the Empire and Federation, are very much governed with the idea that decisions are made on behalf of the people, even if that decision is unpopular. Well, the Proactive Detection Bureau is a good example of what I mean. Stellar factions withdrew from the Federation in protest at the PDB's deployment, and yet it still operates in the name of public safety. In the Alliance, where policymaking is a little more collaborative, the prospect of a military pact with Sirius Corp inspired the people of Riot to erupt in protest. And yet the pact was ratified anyway.
That Riort thing was such a wild ride. What was that guy's name?
Which guy?
The guy who organized the protest against Sirius?
Fergus Cassidy.
Cassidy, yes. He stood up to the biggest megacorp in the galaxy and got away with it. Like, imagine taking on Sirius Corporation with all its power and wealth and actually coming out on top.
Yeah, well, Cassidy harnessed the will of the people and drew the support of independent pilots.
Yeah.
And that leads back to my interest in TAP. More and more regular civilians are taking notice of the peace message and sharing it on ICE platforms.
Yeah.
Your media, Joy. My intended contribution is to bring that conversation to the mainstream news feeds and keep it there.
Like giving it some legitimacy, almost.
Yeah, well, not almost. Yes, in a manner of speaking, yes. I wouldn't say it like that because it suggests that non-mainstream media is somehow less important.
Sure.
Yeah, but we all have our uses, I suppose.
I totally get what you mean. I think that if we're being honest, the Xenopeace calls should be seen on Galnet. They should be on the Imperial. So you're into the tap stuff, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I believe it is a very impressive movement. The fact that so many people support a diplomatic solution to the war is really encouraging.
So how does Haimar Borchev get involved in that? I mean, on your show, you've shared your skepticism, I guess is the best way to put it, of how the Thargoid War has developed. You've covered failings by INRA, Aegis, and Azimuth, but the TAP thing has really appeared through social hubs, right? It comes from the people.
Well, okay, let me answer the initial question, okay? TAP, or the Thargoid Advocacy Project,
Right.
for people unfamiliar with the term.
I've been talking about it for a while now. My viewers are probably sick of it by now.
Well, let's hope not, because again, I have to say, it is really important, I think. The Thargoid Advocacy Project is, in my mind, the best chance we have for a diplomatic resolution to the war.
That'd be amazing. But would the soups even listen?
Well, systems within a superpower's domain, particularly the Empire and Federation, are very much governed with the idea that decisions are made on behalf of the people, even if that decision is unpopular. Well, the Proactive Detection Bureau is a good example of what I mean. Stellar factions withdrew from the Federation in protest at the PDB's deployment, and yet it still operates in the name of public safety. In the Alliance, where policymaking is a little more collaborative, the prospect of a military pact with Sirius Corp inspired the people of Riot to erupt in protest. And yet the pact was ratified anyway.
That Riort thing was such a wild ride. What was that guy's name?
Which guy?
The guy who organized the protest against Sirius?
Fergus Cassidy.
Cassidy, yes. He stood up to the biggest megacorp in the galaxy and got away with it. Like, imagine taking on Sirius Corporation with all its power and wealth and actually coming out on top.
Yeah, well, Cassidy harnessed the will of the people and drew the support of independent pilots.
Yeah.
And that leads back to my interest in TAP. More and more regular civilians are taking notice of the peace message and sharing it on ICE platforms.
Yeah.
Your media, Joy. My intended contribution is to bring that conversation to the mainstream news feeds and keep it there.
Like giving it some legitimacy, almost.
Yeah, well, not almost. Yes, in a manner of speaking, yes. I wouldn't say it like that because it suggests that non-mainstream media is somehow less important.
Sure.
Yeah, but we all have our uses, I suppose.
I totally get what you mean. I think that if we're being honest, the Xeno peace calls should be seen on Galnet. They should be on the Imperial Herald and on the Federal Times.
Yes.
Promoting peace and a diplomatic solution to a war which is now 5 years long shouldn't be restricted to independent journalists. It's why I'm speaking about it, and my viewers out there will shout it out when we've got a good message, and this is good. Peace is the answer.
Peace is the answer. We've just spent the past, like, when did the Thargoids come into game, right? Let's say 3 years. We've spent the last 3 years shooting them, destroying the barnacles, invading their bases, picking up their relics, dumping things into their cosmic devices, and generally being unclement to them. Now, peace is the answer. Do you know why peace is the answer? I'll tell you. Because we're losing. Or we're gonna lose the war. That is what it's all about, right, isn't it? Right, so there's a second log, everybody. Here we go.
Have you heard the recording from HIP 22460?
I have. It's such a sad sound. It's so mournful.
We don't know what made it. It is definitely Thargoid, but it does not match the noises from the Thargoid ships we have encountered so far.
So, some of my crew are convinced that something alive was used to power the Proteus Wave weapon that Salvation built. I wouldn't put it past him. He was such a scumbag.
You are not a fan of Salvation's work,
Are
then?
you kidding me? Here, let's play this sound for everyone. Turn your volume up. Listen to this. That sounds like something's alive and in pain. Whatever Salvation tried to do, it hurt the Thargoids.
And then they reacted violently.
Right.
That is what I've been arguing on the Sovereign Network. We have been the aggressor in this conflict,
Exactly.
and the Thargoids are responding in kind. There must be a concerted effort to break the cycle of war, or both species are doomed to many more years of suffering.
All three superpowers covered it up, though. The sound was leaked by an unknown source, so we kind of have to ask ourselves why.
Well, there's a lot of money to be made from warfare, Joy. Federal and Imperial navies always need ships, weapons, resources, new technology. Those far away from the front lines are making billions from this conflict.
But deliberately hiding this from us, this evidence that the Thargoids feel pain or even sadness, if that's what they did, and I'm not saying they definitely did, I'm just saying it doesn't look good, then we're being lied to. And I don't want to believe that they'd lied to us. It makes me feel icky or something.
Well, once again, the Thargoid Advocacy Project may change that. If our leaders try to convince the public that continued war is the only answer, they may be surprised by such strong calls for peace.
I hope so. Keep pushing for peace, crewmates.
Well, we kind of been here before, haven't we? And they played that. That sounded completely different to the sound that I recorded. You know? I mean... We'll get to it in a minute. We'll get to it in a minute. So, calling for peace, and, it's not all about war. Oh, Salvation's a scumbag. Blah, 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 blah. Right. Yeah, great. Fantastic. I know what you're saying. But, right, there is yet another log, everybody. There's another log, right? So we're going to play that now. Number 3.
Your crew. So, you have a ship.
Oh, no. Well, yes, actually, I do have a ship. It's a dolphin. She's a beauty. But I call my viewers my crew.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. Yes, of course.
We're on a journey together. My crew have been with me since day one, through good times and not so good ones. In fact, we actually have a question sitting here with 187,000 askers. So let's see. Hymar, what do you think about the mysterious signals currently moving towards the core systems?
That is a good question. I find them fascinating. A mystery yet to be solved.
I know, right? I hope we can learn more about them soon.
Have you discussed them on your show before?
Let me tell you something. My crew has been tracking these things by the hour. We're so excited about what they could mean.
Well, your crew must have considered both the pros and cons of what these anomalies are. It would be very naive to expect a purely benevolent intent.
I get what you mean. Are you worried that they're dangerous?
Yes, I worry that we have invited danger to our space. Yes, I do. Our leaders have overseen a consistent level of antagonism towards anything non-human.
Do you think that they're Thargoid related?
Well, that is a popular theory, but currently we have no evidence to support it. All we know is that they are traveling towards our borders at a remarkable speed.
Yeah, the first one we found has a definite route. Like, it doesn't seem like it's a comet or anything. It's moving between systems.
Right, which indicates a level of intelligence or good programming, maybe.
Yeah.
But if we assume the former, and once again, we must not be naive in our thinking, if it is an intelligent source, then it means we must be very careful in how we greet it.
Yeah. If recent events are anything to go by, we'll probably try and form a battle fleet to go intercept it. I wish we'd try something else for once.
Yeah, which brings us back to the TAP idea.
Yeah.
We must petition our leaders on the local, stellar, and interstellar level.
Yeah.
Push every aspect of governance to explore diplomatic avenues with both the Thargoids and with these signals, if at all possible. Humanity has to trust the inherent compassion that has always guided it through periods of great strife.
I completely agree. So you heard the man, people. Get the message out there. We need an alternative to war, and it's time our voices were heard. But that's all the time we have for today. I've got an ICE convention tomorrow, so I need some sleep. It has been so fun. You're welcome back anytime, Mr. Borchev.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Joy. I've enjoyed talking to you and to everyone.
Great.
And remember to follow the Sovereign for independent news.
We'll be there. I'll be casting again soon, crewmates. Till then, I'm wishing you goodbye, good luck, and good times to come. Mwah!
Well, I don't know what to say about that. Very nice. Are we going to see more of these sort of in-game clips on beacons? More than likely. I mean, there's the beacon over there. I doubt there's anything different about it. They have. There's a lot of production value in that, as opposed to you just having to, you know, read the logs yourself. That's why I was all geared up to reading that myself. I mean, this beacon here, I haven't really noticed those things before, but I don't spend an awful lot of time looking at beacons, if you know what I mean. You know, I mean, there it is. Interesting stuff. Doesn't look any different, I don't think. Stack of airline meal. It does a bit, doesn't it? Okay. So, nothing out of the ordinary there. Cool. Let's get back to the chopper. Back to the ship. So, what do you think of all that then? That was a bit, you know, sort of... Wasn't it? It was a bit... There's going to be an awful lot of stuff flying around about what this means. Cultists. It's like no one likes a cultist, isn't it? Right? So here we go, we're off again. It's taking its time. Look at this. It's having head fit. Strap him to the front of the ship. Is this going to crash? Oh, no. It's not going to. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I mean... It could be an awful lot of new players, you know? I mean, the thing is, they've got to give people something to do now. And what I saw, which is interesting, on one of the forums it was, so people were saying, oh, well, there's no on-foot Odyssey gameplay in regard to this community goal. And you know what? They're right. A lot of people have made the jump. A lot of people have made the switch. It'd be interesting to know how many people have actually bought the Odyssey DLC since consoles became a thing. Since the transfer from console became a thing. That would be really interesting. You know, how many more players have invested or have made the jump from console to a PC? Do it. That is interesting. Interesting stuff. You know it. Right. So we kind of scan that. Blare my fleet carrier. Around here somewhere. It's going to be bloody miles away. Look at it. Look at this. My fleet carries in the arse end of nowhere. I think it's the control method. I really struggled myself with the controller for all the different functions. Now, a lot of people won't have. That's great. I'm just saying I did. You know, that's why I didn't really play it much on PC. I managed to struggle through the first couple of pilot missions and what have you. Great. And that was kind of it. Oh yeah, I should get a button box, really. I know you can use the Stream Deck. Someone had done something for the Stream Deck, didn't they? Scanning some ships, see if they've got any data for us. Ah, voice attack. I got voice attacks somewhere. Of course, when you're streaming, you can't really use voice attack. Or the voice part, I was going to say. Vapor Song. Thanks for the follow, Commander. Alright, what's going on here? There's the carrier. Right, let's get in there. So, I've got an Anaconda I want to use for combat today. Not like my usual ship. I've really got to spend some time with it. Things are so mental at the moment. I really haven't got any spare time. Still doing my bathroom, right? After the great shower collapse incident of last week. I've got everything is gutted out of the bathroom upstairs now. For those of you who don't know what's going on, so I came down, had a shower, came downstairs. I thought, oh, the dog has peed on the floor. No. There was water coming out the ceiling. And what had happened is that the shower tray had cracked around the plug hole, right? Took the side panels off, all of that. I said, what's going on here? And of course, the people who had built the house had not put any wood underneath the waist of the shower tray, right? Anyway, so shower tray was broken. So I took the shower tray out, and then all the tiles fell off the wall. Then all the tiles fell off the wall. I thought, this is turning into a major refurb and remodel. And my missus was like, I want a new bathroom. I'm like, you know, that's cutting in. It has to be done. I mean, there's no two ways about it. You get to a certain stage, you just got to go, bab, right? But like, it was like, oh, man. You think you buy a house, and you think you got good tradesmen making it. You haven't half the time. Good grief. Real life, everybody. There it is. You saw it first. Real life. Real life. So as I mentioned, it's her birthday. And all her friends are here. And it's drama. Drama, drama, drama. I just want to come out here playing my game. Right? Peace and quiet. In doing the bathroom. Anyway, she's all right. No worries. No dramas there. Well, there's plenty of drama, but, you know. Hey, there you go. Haha. Right. Actually, there is a birthday cake in there. I haven't had any yet. Which is quite interesting. Right, so, okay then. I've got to get to a station and sign up for this community goal. In the system that this community goal is on, is there a station that can take the ship? It should be, shouldn't it? And it's there, isn't it? There you go. Boom. Oh, there isn't. Bugger. What's here? There's no Has it got big pads? You think Twitch just crashed? No, Twitch is still running. As far as I see, it's still running, still live, 43 minutes going, it's ticking along. No lost frames. Napier Bastion. It's a military settlement. Look at all this. Gosh. Oh, I can. I can... In my Anaconda, I can dock at Ryman. Okay. All right, then. Brilliant. Yes, large station. Brilliant. Thank you. Right, great. That's where we're going. Check out the Anaconda in all its sexy snakeness. Oh, you know it. There you go. Oof. Right, we're jumping. Ah, right. Using all beam lasers, are you? Right, well I've got, have you split the fire groups on that? That's the question. Have you split the fire groups? Here we are, we're in. Let's give it a good scanning. Let's get rid of the blinking fleet carriers. Right. Ryman Market. There you go. That's where we're going. And also in other news, they're upgrading, so they say, the full spectrum scanner, which is going to be good. Always like an upgrade. Oh, your ship is freezing. Ah. I'll see how I go with this standard sort of like configuration for this. Oh, drama, 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 drama. They're all playing Jungle Buzz on my PlayStation 2. Good old PlayStation 2. 20 years old. Can't fault it. 22 years old. Jungle Buzz. Quality. Right, let's get into Ryman Market then. See if I got my... I got Atchbrig, our Operations Limpet Controller. Got my cannons and my beam... Loads of beam lasers, look. That's what it's all about. Oh, beam lasers. Well, that's the good thing about thermal vent. That's exactly why people can't lock onto you. Here we go. Oh, everyone's here. It's a party, and I'm also invited. The Brazilian Armada. Okay, everyone go and look out the window. There's a big white anaconda coming. We're gonna crash. No, we're not. Pad number 9. 9! Brilliant, there we go. We're in. Right then, mission board, community goals, defend, so we're defending the cultists, yes? Seize the Thargoid cult megaship. Oh, that as well. Real. Okay then, let's drop some of our data off. Oh, and have I got data to drop off? I have been on my travels here. So much so it's thinking, ooh, look at this. I've been way out east. And I'll show you where I've been. I have been like way out this way. I've been quite a distance. Right, okay then. Fab. What's next? What indeed is next? So what have we got? Let's go and have a look at how I've configured the ship, because I can't remember. I know it's bad of me, innit? I can't remember what the hell's going on. It's old age. Are there any missions to pick up? And I got to get a crew member on board as well. Right. We have got cannons. Right. Beam lasers. Modifications. So overcharged. Gimbaled. Tell you what. Right, brilliant. I haven't got any thermal vent on you, which is a bit of a thing. I should have. I should have some thermal vent on the carrier. Thermal vent. Let's transfer it over. least have those two transferred over. Mart Gamer, that's right, cooking everybody. And welcome, 07 Commander. Ocker, I smell hypocrisy. A shame. Yes, 07 to you as well. Thermal vent stacks. I didn't know that. I bloody well didn't know that. So those are the only ones I'm going to be able to put in there, to be perfectly honest with you. On the utility mounts, what have I got? Kill warrant. Why have I got a manifest scanner? I don't need that. I'd rather have either point defense on there, I think. Let's bang a point defense on there. Straight in. No problems at all. So what else have I got? I've got reactive surface, hybrid, thrusters, frame shift, life support, blah, 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 blah. And then over here, I've got Bi-Weave shield generator. Thank you very much. Which has got enhanced low power shields on it. I've got a cargo rack. Oh, my swag. Fuel scoop. Well, you know, I need to be able to get around with this, really. I could put another shield cell bank in there. I really could. I've got some hull shield reinforcement, module reinforcement, frame shift drive booster, some more hull reinforcement, an interdictor, and a planetary approach suite. I know it's not an optimum. It's not optimum, I know. But that's what we're going with. And I've got a Taipan slotted in there. No problems at all. I mean, really, a 5. Planetary hangers. I mean, it's the thing at this base, is there? It's utter uselessness. So, okay. Where are we with the modules? Hard points. Couple of minutes for them to turn up. Couple of minutes for them to turn up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set in there. So while we're doing that, when they're waiting for those to happen, are there any missions to take on? Mission lounge. Combat. Take out pirates. Assassinate, assassinate, assassinate. Pirates. Are we doing any of these, fellas? Right, which faction are we going for? The workers of Pomp. This one here, yes? That one there. Brilliant. I see. I see, I see. Kill the incorporated ships. Never going to get that done. Quite possibly 48. Right, okay then. Let's accept that mission. No point getting too carried away with any of the other stuff. I mean, 64 there. We could be here all day. Yeah, this one's taking 6% off me, incidentally. Do you know what I think we'll have? We'll go for this guy as well. Because you know what? Strange Wake Solutions. Makes sense. I'm going to have that. Right, okay then. So what I'll do is I'll go over here now. And I will accept that. And I will... Why can't I... Why? It's not a wing mission, is it? It's not a wing mission. Ugh, what am I doing? There we are. That one, that's a wing mission. Accept mission. Boom. Back. Exit. You should be able to share any mission you would possibly want to share. Right? That's what it's all about. You should be able to share any mission. In my opinion. Have I got my crew in? Set that crew active. Looks a bit rough, doesn't she? Hell of a jawline. Okay. Exit. Fab. Right. Here we go. Are we putting anything in the hold that people could possibly want? Do you know what? I think it might be worthwhile just getting a little bit of leather. Just for people to come at me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, here we go. Right. Have my stuff turned up yet? Might have. Replace module. Modifications. Equip module. Bit of thermal vent at the bottom on the class ones. I know it's not ideal. And then replace that module with a beam laser. With that one. Done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. I could put some in here, but you know what is the point? So I've got some thermal vent there already. Let's make sure they're all on the fire group. Fire group. Got my shield cell bank. I don't need anything for that. You know what? Yeah. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here and do something instead of just procrastinating about it. Let's go. Okay, so we are Ryman Market. The signal has been lost. The signal is back. Behold the anaconda and its anacondaness. Right, let's get out of here. Meow. Ah! Rookie error. Rookie error, rookie error, rookie error. Right. Right, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Simon's over there. Brilliant. Let's follow Simon. I do like the hazard kit on the Conda. I should have put it on here, actually. Nearest community. Combat zone. Low intensity. That's the one. We're jumping. Oh, there's loads of party food in that house. Ooh, I do like party food. No jelly and blancmange, like, you know, they're a bit past that, which is a shame, so I like a bit of jelly and blancmange. There's some nice party food. My mouth's watering just thinking about it. So here we go, we're coming into the conflict zone. Ooh, check it out. That's everything on one. That's what I want. Switching the mode. Deploying the fighter. Right. Fight for this faction. Workers of Pontepe... whatever it is, free. Brill. Here we go. Ooh, it's an Anaconda V Corvette. We're going in. We're going back into him again. Those white lasers, they look good, don't they? It's like with these beam lasers, short bursts. But the big ships are so big, like what we've seen before. Get our lights on. Ooh, there's a little bit of lag there. The configuration on this Anaconda is not ideal. It's not bad, but it's not ideal. White beams of death, taking him out. Ooh, 57,000. Ooh, Simon with his Healy beam lasers. Right, let's go. Who's next? We're belting. Look at that. Get the lasers up right. So high capacity magazines on those guns. Yeah, it's okay. It needs something else as well. I really should get some engineering done. Some proper engineering on these ships. Yeah, have that. Who's next? Well, I'm pretty sure I should be able to kill him. Ooh, look. One of them, look. Cheers, Simon. Yeah. Let's go after him. We're going right at him. All the beam lasers. Right, so his shields are gone. No surprise there. It was only an Asp Explorer. Yeah, I need better cooling on this. And he's gone. Cool. Who's next for a paste in? Eagle. I like the Corvette better. You know, the Anaconda is not bad. Oh, look at this. Check it out. It's a Python. It's a Python. Who's that? Ooh. Give him a pasting as well then. Take it. See? They obviously haven't got any shields left. And they've hit the shield cell bank. Good for them. And it still plays the graphic. Like it's recharging shields. And I've only noticed this. He ain't escaping. I've only noticed this since the last update, to be fair. Cool. Let's get some limpets out. Lots of materials knocking about. I'm not sold on it. I'm not sold on it, you know. I'm not sold on it. So, the people in the conflict zone. Simon, Synthbot, Lord Nelson. How are you finding it? It is easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm not sure this ship is the right ship for me. We'll have to see. Good for materials. Certainly need the materials. Hybrid capacitors. Oh, we could do with a bit of that, couldn't we? Yeah, I put 64 tons on this. Quite happy about that. Some pretty decent stuff as well to go and pick up. You know, it's not bad. Bring the fighter back in. Simon and his many limpets. That's a nice shiny. Nice shiny paint job. So it's Stygian red or something like that, isn't it? Right then. Let's go. Yeah, I use corvettes to store additional materials on. That's what I'm currently doing at the moment. Right. So, we jumping out? And I am out. There's Jasper. No room on the stuff at the moment. Right, let's jump out again. Let's get out of here. I need to get some more beam laser engineering done. Get that thermal vent on there as well. Right, have we all left the combat zone? Okay, let's get back in. Lasers. Lasers. Fight for this faction. Okay. Smash him up. Ooh. Yeah, my shield's nearly out. Look at this. It all went horribly wrong all of a sudden. I'm not losing this anaconda. No chance. I'm going back for my Corvette. No way am I losing this. That got a bit squirrely quick, didn't it? I mean, Christ. I'm gonna go and get the I'm gonna go get the Corvette, right? No dramas. A little bit scary. I'm happier with the Corvette. I know what I'm doing. Because I was very quickly gonna see the rebuy screen, if you know what I mean. No, that got a bit weird. I don't like it. What happened? Oh, I've just got... Yeah, I've got to tweak this ship a little bit. No dramas. I'm just going to get the Corvette, because I know the Corvette has been tweaked. $17. There it is. Brill. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Badger's Fang. Boom. You know where you are with this ship. It is completely and utterly tuned to how I like to fight. So that's going to be 6 minutes. No dramas. I'm going to get a quick cup of tea. Okay. Fish sticks, how you doing? Right. Is it here yet? Yes, it is. Let's use that ship. Feel a bit easy. So we're all talking about Thargoids, are we? We're talking about another Thargoids we're fighting. Perhaps they've been the weaker ones or the good ones. Is that the case? Is that what we're thinking? Could be. Fifth columnist. Commander Rosen, how are you doing? Right, okay. Praise the near God. It's in the chat. People going crazy bonkers. Right. Advanced maintenance. A bit of work there. Let's get some bits. Confirm. Thank you very much. Make sure our pilot is in the seat. It is. Launching. Let's get on it. The only good bug is a dead bug. Steve Shaw. 07, dude. That is a big mug of tea. I got this from Disney. I was fortunate to get over to Florida for a conference in March. And hey, as you know, I'm a big Star Wars fan, right? And here's Mike. And I thought, what can I have? Have just for me, you know, get the old R2-D2 mug. And then I found out it was cheaper to get them from the Disney shop in the UK. Shocking, innit? Utterly shocking. But yeah, you're right. Nice old mug of tea today. Tomorrow afternoon I'll be on the beer. Don't you worry. After what's going on in here with this party. And they've all wandered off down the park to have a kickabout with the rugby balls and stuff like that at the moment, which is great. It's it's just mental. My missus is fried.
You have cleared the no-fire zone. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Here we go. There it is. So, good old bronze Corvette. Out of all the colours, I think I like the bronze perhaps the best on this one. I don't know why, I just do. Oh, one's been completed. Let's go, go, go. You know, Lord Narco Wookie, I have to agree with you there. Although I am enjoying Andor. I like the grittiness about it. You know, I like that sort of origin story. I do like The Mandalorian. Book of Boba Fett, not so much. Started off all right. Hopefully there's going to be a chapter 2 and they're going to get back into the, you know, he's established his base. He's got a, you know, he's ahead of something or other. We want to see, I would say, with the Book of Boba Fett next season, if there is indeed going to be one, he needs to be more ruthless than what the Mandalorian's hunting tactics are, right? He's got to be cutthroat. In fact, it might even be better them doing it for adults, a more adult audience, I would say. But I wasn't really impressed with the first one. I remember, you know, they showed a clip of this just after season 2 of Mandalorian it was, when Luke came out and all the rest of it. I went, oh, look at this. This is going to be absolutely brilliant. And, you know, it was good, but, like, it wasn't that good, was it? It wasn't that good. Right, where are we? Look at this. Corvette v Corvette. That's where we're going. We drained his shields right there. Get those shields down. Get in there. That's what I say. He's trying to get a shield cell bank on it. Let's see if we can make a bit of a mess. Ooh, look at that. Bit of rubbing going on. That means his shields are off. I mean, yeah, do you know, it was always wondered how he got out there. And like in the books, and there were some books during the 90s about that. It was like, oh yeah, he was found by Dengar. Now that would have been a much better thing, wouldn't it? You know? And there, I think Dengar's ship was called the Death's Head. And all that. And he found Boba Fett. He'd worked with him before. Yes, they were rivals, but like, there was an affinity. But that was a good sort of like short story they had going on. Yeah, Tales of the Bounty. I'm sure it was Tales of the Bounty Hunters as well. I'm sure it was Dengar who found him. Oh, look at this guy's having a good old pummeling. Look at that. He don't like it up him. He's gonna go. He's gone. Well, yeah, I suppose he was just brown bread, wasn't he? And it's such a waste of a character. He was this utter badass bounty hunter who had been taken out literally by a mistake. Wasn't it? It was just a mistake. Old Han Solo turned around and happened to get him by mistake. Such a waste of a character. Bit like Phasma and Gwendolyn Christie in the, you know, the saga that will not be named, because I don't rate the new stuff. I mean, The Force Awakens I thought was passable, but the other two, I'm not sure the time will be, you know, fair enough to it or not, I think, but at the moment I've got to say probably not. Another Federal Corvette ship coming in. Let's smash him up, get his attention. Right, let's get in there. There he is. People who can't see him. He's coming in. He's throwing all that tinsel out of his windows to try and confirm the lasers. Fuse it. Here we go. Yeah, have it. Have it, have it, have it, have it, have it, have it, have it. Back to the guns. Big guns having a good chunk at him, look. He's back with the tinsel. As soon as that finishes... Oh, we got him again. I think it's this lens flare effect. As soon as you hit the shield, you can't see what you're shooting. They need to turn that down a bit. You know, it's a bit too severe. But look at that. We got him in a spin. As Kylie Minogue once said, he's spinning around. We're going right at him. Everybody else is right at him. Yeah, well, Last Jedi, do you know what? That did it for me. And my friends laugh at me and they go, oh, you know, you say, you know, oh, I was there with Rich, you know, and like, he was stropping. I said, well, it was such a waste of the Luke Skywalker character. Wasn't it? You know, it was just such a waste. I mean, what were they thinking? I wanted to see, you know, the First Order turn up at Luke's island. Let's see, oh, he's on the island. And him go with his hands, Star Destroyers. I wanted to see that sort of, you know, how badass a Jedi he could have been. As opposed to, you know, just a grumpy old sod like living in a cave somewhere. Well, yeah. And it was quite funny because, like, he wasn't the main character everyone thought he was gonna be. All that merchandise, yeah, we're not bothered about him. We don't care about him, you know. And they were like, I just don't know. I just couldn't warm to the Daisy Ridley character. To be fair, I couldn't. Nothing to do with the actress or anything like that. I just, you know, couldn't warm to the character. There are a lot different characters, I think. You know, it just seemed to be, I don't know, missed opportunities. I mean, yeah, you know, Force Awakens was good. You had Han Solo. If they had got everyone on screen together, that's what people wanted, right? And then, you know, people have started passing away now, and Carrie Fisher passed on, and all the rest of it. Missed opportunity without CGI now. And as good as that is, you know, oh, you know, I understand the weaknesses and flaws. I get it, right? But, you know, this was this character, say, of Luke Skywalker. He had become a Jedi. He had defeated Darth Vader. He had, you know, been instrumental in also defeating the Emperor, because no one knew what happened in that throne room other than Vader, Luke, and the Emperor, right? So in all, everyone knew Luke Skywalker defeated the Emperor, and nobody knew any different. Oh, Daisy, right? Exactly. I mean, Jedi training. I mean, how long was that? How long did that go on for? 2 weeks? Was it 3 lessons? All of a sudden you're a Jedi. Ruined it. Ruined it, they did. Mike McGee, do you know what? They've kind of redeemed themselves a bit with the Mandalorian. Jon Favreau can do no wrong in my eyes, right? I get it. And if anything's to be believed from people like, you know, Doomcock and all the rest of it on YouTube and what have you. There were changes made where he was off making Ahsoka that didn't quite resonate. Well, okay, whatever. Because Book of Boba Fett should have been a hell of a lot better. A hell of a lot better than what it was. But as for the films, I enjoyed Rogue One. I thought it was great. I enjoyed Solo. I thought Solo was a mist. It had the rough end of the stick, Solo did. Because it was coming off the back of The Last Jedi. And you're like, no, it's a really good film. The actors were great. You know, it tied it all up. It was great. You know, fantastic. As for, you know, the press Solo received, they should do more. Bringing in Maul at the end. You know, the Emilia Clarke character. I thought it was all brilliant. Utterly brilliant. Give me that any day. Give me that any day, right? As opposed to, you know, Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. And it wasn't even The Rise of Skywalker, was it? Oh, I'm having a rant. It wasn't even the Rise of Skywalker, because she's a bloody Palpatine. And it should have been the redemption of Palpatine, but that would have given it away. Oh, I tell you what. Well, do you know what? I've been sent me to bring him back. I reckon we're going to see him. I reckon we're going to see him in Andor. Because if we don't, that's a missed opportunity, isn't it? Right? Because, like, who in their right mind promoted him to be a senator? Or whatever he was, a representative of the Gungan people too. Do you know what I mean? What's going on? Jules, you're right. I could crush a grape, and it's 5 to 5. I could perhaps even jump over a doll's house. And for those of you who grew up in the 70s in the UK and watched Crackerjack, you'll all know what I'm saying. It might have actually been early 80s for that. But yeah, you know, all the recent Star Wars stuff, I would say, I like Solo. Rogue One was brilliant. Last Jedi. Rise of Skywalker. Force Awakens was alright. You know, it was alright. I enjoyed Solo. Rogue One, brilliant. You know, Mandalorian, what a nice surprise. Book of Boba Fett, dropped the ball. Andor, I think, is good. Get your pencil and pen. Oh, see? Nah, we've uncovered the memories in today's stream, haven't we, eh? Good old Stu Francis and Crackerjack. Yeah. Because you know what? Because I bought X-Wing Squadrons, right? Or Star Wars Squadrons. I bought it. And when it came out, I started going through it. Do you know, I haven't even completed the campaign. And for me, in a Star Wars game, that's unheard of. And then there was the other one, Fallen Jedi, right? I bought that, I had that on the Xbox. It was a bit too runny up the walls. It was a complete clone of another one. Oh, Battlefront 2, I think, is great. And better because they put a little bit of a single player campaign in there as well, right? But honestly, I was... The recent Star Wars games, they need to take stock about what's going on there. That's not gameplay. It was just ridiculous. Because I want to go back. Because I played the original X-Wing games. X-Wing v TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter. What was the other one? X-Wing Alliance. Right? And that was all on like 286, 386, 486 technology. Even the other Star Wars games, like, you know, the Kyle Katarn stuff, Jedi Knight. Well, it started off, didn't it? It was Dark Forces. Then it was Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight. Then you had Mysteries of the Sith, which was, that was the add-on DLC. And then there was variations of the theme, right? But if you, Star Wars game came out, bang, day of release, I had that. Fab. Oh yeah, I've got them. They're brill. I think they're absolutely great. I should play them one Saturday instead of playing this. You know? Classic games. And they had good story. And that story is starting to sort of like come into what we're seeing in Andor. For example, the pistol that Kyle Katarn had, this Briar pistol it was called. Well, that looks a hell of a lot like the pistol he actually uses with the big sort of like chunky front line. Which for me was good. Oh yeah, it does a bit, 'cause it's got those sort of like, I don't know, wing defenders on the side, isn't it? at this. Oh, I've picked the wrong fighter, by person in his Viper. But like those Star Wars games, I mean, you know, that was entertainment. You know, Jedi Academy, that was another good one as well. And then it was Knights of the Old Republic. There was. Then there was Knights of the Old Republic 2. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, there's one that's going through a remaster. I know, I've seen it. It's I've got it. It's good. I didn't realize how hard the game was. Yeah, I should get the vulture and dust it off. Hey, the game's crashed. Woo! Send. First crash of the day. That's it. I think I was all the way over doing that, getting footage today for this week for like an anaconda graveyard video. And you're going, oh, we're doing the community goal. I was like, oh, I just got over you. And then you got to get all the way back. I know. I should share your build. It'd be great. I'll have a good nose at it. I got the vulture somewhere. I'll have to reshare my mission now. Has anybody else been thrown out? Or is it just me? Probably just me. Nice one, Simon. Nice one. Right, let's share my... Share that. Where are we? Am I in the conflict zone? Not far. Let's get ourselves over there. Don't know why. I don't know why it did that. I'll bring up an overlay so I can keep an eye on stuff. It's not doing anything. And my machine's not doing anything at all. It's just solid where it is. Here we go. Right. Who's that sausage shooting at me? Who's gonna get it? Look at that. Getting the pews on. The Corvette, it's, you know, for a capital ship like this, I think is absolutely brilliant. But yeah, just going back to finish off that content on Star Wars games, that was some good stuff. And then EA got involved, and with the exception of the Battlefront 2, I haven't been impressed. I mean, I even enjoyed, is it Rogue Squadron, I think, on the Nintendo. They were good games, man. The problem with those Star Wars games is you've got to go in and turn all the music off. Otherwise, you know, copyright has a head fit. Oh, nearly spilt my tea. That's probably perhaps the most animated I've been on a stream for a long time, talking about the failures of Star Wars and the failures of recent Star Wars games. I mean, I tell you what I do want to see. I want to see The Wrath of Khan in HD. Because that is fantastic. Even Star Trek The Motion Picture. I even think those films sort of like, they lost their way a little bit, didn't they? Sort of like after The Wrath of Khan. I mean, before the pandemic hit, I was all set up to go and see An Evening with William Shatner. I'd had my photograph with my son taken with him back at a Star Trek convention a couple of years ago. And then COVID happened. And the idea was that you would go in, you'd watch The Wrath of Khan, because hey, right? And then chats would come on, sing a couple of numbers, right? You know, a couple of funny stories. End of evening. No dramas, right? And then bloody COVID happened, and of course he didn't travel or do anything like that, and then he went into space with Bezos and all the rest of it. But like, I was like, no! You know, said to my missus, come on, I'm taking you out. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, we're going to go to the motor point. What are we going to see? Shatner. She was like, oh, great. I said, hey, don't diss the Shats. You know, that's what it's all about. Shatner. Right, where is he then? Who's this guy? Give him a bit of a belt there, look, see? Giving him a belt. The ships here don't seem to be engaging me. I'm not sure if there's anything wrong. Anything typically going on there. Don't know what's happening here. It's still going on this one. God, bloody hell, it's a dangerous Viper. And some of these small ships take more of a beating than the bigger ones do. I'm probably not instanced, am I? No. Yeah, I mean, it's out. It's in the cinemas. Remastered in HD with a director's cut on it. I'm quite interested. I quite fancy seeing that. I mean, here's a ship I haven't spent much time in. The Viper. You know, and Viper Mark 3, Viper Mark 4. Haven't spent much time in it. Should, really. Smash him up, smash him up, smash him up. Be gone. Next on my list of total Viper destruction. Diagonal Gamers 07 Commander, how are you doing? Got vultures taking right poundings here. Taking him out, taking him to church. Who's this guy? Battle 1, eh? Oh, we're still gonna get him. Some guy, even though the battle's over, still having a go, look. So battle over, hostiles everywhere because they haven't bugged out. Oh no, the fighter's being destroyed. I could be. I've just got out. Let's get back in. We're going back. Fight for this faction. Oh, really? So do you know what? People say, oh, you're playing your video games. Yes, I'm playing my video games. Why? Because it keeps me absolutely sane. You know, it can be quite therapeutic. Oh, what a clown. Who said that? I'm in my mid-40s and I don't play games. They're for children. Yes. Go back to butterfly collecting then. Well, yeah, at least your brain's occupied. You sit there looking at the television, don't you, right? And you're like, And then, to be fair, I fall asleep. Because there's not an awful out there that really sort of captivates. I mean, I fell asleep in the middle of Rings of Power again last night. It's not because it's not any good. It's I'm knackered. Exactly. Oh, yeah, you know, get a jigsaw out. Mm-hmm. Quite a few ships bombing around. There's Mike. Well, yeah, do you know, I uninstalled Star Citizen the other day because Flight Simulator was produced. Now that's an involved game, that Flight Simulator, isn't it? You know, I quite like it. Realised I can't fly, but you know, it's a nice involved game. Galaxy's having a bit of a belting now, like with the cannons, isn't he? Look at that. Don't like it up him. He's gone. Screaming God. Yeah, do you know what? Dude, I'm 51. I think a lot of people who play Elite are in their either late 30s, 40s, and older, to be fair. Yeah, I do. Like someone was taking the mick out of me the other day about Farming Simulator. I said, that's a good game, that. There's a game that's just come out on Steam, and it's an MMO, and it's called Foxhole. That looks good. Second World War. every infantry person is a player. You know, it looks pretty good, like. Jasper, whoa, I'm catching up to you, dude. Well, do you know what? I think it jumped. See if we can take this Python out. Yeah. I mean, this foxhole thing, I thought it looked really good, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it looked good. Whether or not it is, it got quite a good positive review on Steam, which was interesting. Seven hours in a V8, my god, yeah. There he goes. There's that Python going. Not sure they've made the ships tougher. He's gone. He's next. He's going to have it. I mean, I look at my Steam account, and there are just loads and loads and loads of games on it. Some I haven't even played, and I've been given keys or something like that, and like, oh, you know, will you view this on your channel? And they go, yeah, I'll get round to it. And you know, you load it and you install it, and you just think, oh my god, what the hell is this? Hello, Paul. How are you doing? I did play Freelancer. I've got it in there. I bought a copy. Yes, it's in the cupboard. And there's all those add-ons as well. You can get on it. Freelancer was great. I mean, it filled the Elite Dangerous hole, didn't it? Before Elite came out. Filled it for years. It was a Microsoft game, wasn't it? They're falling back. Exactly. Frontier Pilot Simulator. They gave me a review copy of that when it was well in alpha. And I couldn't get on with it. Couldn't get on with it. And then when it finally came out, I couldn't be bothered. Couldn't be bothered. You know? It's crazy stuff. Oh, Diablo 2. I've been playing that a lot lately. Going through it as an assassin at the moment, which is tough going, to be fair. I don't really understand the character class. But yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, the original game of Elite was Acorn Soft. Now on the Spectrum, it was released by Firebird, which was a subsidiary of BT. I don't know what happened to who published the other games after that, like on the Atari and stuff. But you're right, it definitely was Acorn Soft. Yeah, Diablo 2 Season 2. Yeah, it's all good stuff. Oh. I've not played Warhammer. Not played it. Not you know, not that particular game. Is it Warhammer? Or is it Warcraft? I haven't played Warcraft. I've played Warhammer games. The ones by Slytherin are pretty good. $200 in a flock? That's a hell of a flock. Yeah, but the trailer does look good, doesn't it? Let's see where we are with the missions. So one's been done. 13 of 64. Sheesh, man. That one's done. I might head back and rearm, actually. Ryman Market. Right, worthwhile getting back there. Rearming. Yeah, World of Warcraft. And then you've got all the other games that are going to be coming out, a bit like Skyrim and that sort of stuff, aren't you? Like Starfield and God knows whatever else it is. So do we think that beacon that we listened to at the beginning of the stream has got any bearing on the story that's coming? Is there going to be a civil war? The Thargoids attacking. The cult is attacking us for attacking the Thargoids. The Federation and Imperials attacking the cultists and the Thargoids. It's going to be something like that, and it's going to be a massive civil war going on. Is Star Citizen good? I haven't spent that much time in it. I mean, I did this time last year. And just as soon as I got into it and got all my controls mapped and got it so I thought it was playable, I couldn't land the ship, I couldn't refuel the ship. Oh yeah, that's a bug. And then they release an update and all the stuff goes. Can't be bothered. Release something in beta where it starts to be perpetual. And then I'm going to play it. Up until then, you know, I can't be bothered. A lot of other people do, and they spend big money on the ships, right? You know, I mean, thousands of real pounds on ships. Crazy. Here we go. Pad number 32. Here we go. Yeah, I managed to get Microsoft Flight Sim the other day. It was on offer on Steam. My God, that's a big game. It's like 100 gig. That's why I installed Star Citizen. I thought, bloody hell. Of course, I played the Top Gun bit. Like, you know, yeah. Gotta have a go. Crashed. Got me leather, got me limpets. Yeah, right. It's okay. Everything seems to be sorted. Let's get back out there. I had Flight Simulator on the 48K Spectrum. It was only a 16K game on that tape. Wait, but I remember that. No, it wasn't Flight Sim. I had Night Flight. I beg your pardon. Which was, it's just a con, wasn't it? It was just like your instrument panel on a black screen, and then when you got near the landing strip, then the dots would appear. Oh my God, the graphics! It's the landing strip. You know, crazy stuff. Utterly crazy. Oh, dear me. Drama, 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 drama. Drama, 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 drama. Yeah, Flight Sim 95. I don't know. It wasn't cheap. But it was cheaper. And it was a Game of the Year edition or something. I suppose with Flight Sim, the expense comes at, oh, I want that particular plane. Okay. You know, and all that. But yeah, it was a pretty good deal on Steam, if I remember rightly. Where am I going? What am I doing? There it is. Conflict zone. The problem with Game Pass as well is that games are only on there for a certain set time, aren't they? Then they get pulled, then they get re-released. It all gets recycled a bit. $10 a month. There's some gag whereas you can upgrade from Xbox Gold to Game Pass. If you do it for 3 years, you can get it for £1. Right, let's get into it. Oh, I sounded all YouTubery then. Let's get into it. How YouTubery was that? just start saying, "Hi guys, let's get into it." Don't worry, I have too much self-esteem for that. And he's gone. Who is next? That there is a Federal assault ship. Right there. It's that blocking around the ship. I just think it's... You know, it's that setting for the lens flare. Let's get it up 'em. They don't like it up 'em. George Ford, 07, Commander. Good old Mr. Jones, Lance Corporal Jones. They don't like it up 'em. Right. Who's next? It's quite good. I think, you know, for tomorrow, perhaps we go back to, say, planet-side missions. I don't know. Because this is about as much space combat as I can take. This guy's coming in his vulture pretty quick, isn't he? Yeah. Oh yeah. Couple excellent animations on the ship exploding. And that's what you really want, isn't it? You know? Oh yeah, I mean there's a couple other videos coming up now I've been doing, sort of in regards to all that old lore and what have you. Right, how's that? That ship's gone. 6 ads. My God, Twitch is just... It's destroying itself. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, alright, who's closest? Oh, this guy's he's swinging around, look. In his little assault ship. speed up and close that gap a little bit. Just chew him out. Look at that. Whoa, yes. I've made a big mistake, he said. Okie dokie then. Ooh, look at that. He's nearly gone. Bounced off the shields. He swung it back around, look. Still not dead. That assault ship is a tough little ship. He gone.
Nicely done, Commander.
Let's try and take out that guy's shields, and then we can hit him with the guns then. Alright, Mark, no worries. It's always frustrating when that happens. Somebody else is logging off in shame in the chat on the left hand side. Battle 1, is he going to bug out? Looks like he is. Yeah, well, I mean, this is it, isn't it? This is it. Well, exactly. I don't watch the ads at all. Let's go. Yeah, whatever. Eat your eye. Well, 07 Commander. Thanks for the follow. Well, have I switched sides yet? I'm still fighting for whoever it is I'm fighting. I'm fighting for workers of Pop-Ontia. Right, I'm going to get up and move around a bit. Yeah, we should switch. Mr. Ekrim, 07 Commander. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, leave that there. I need a quick break. Back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. It's been the blowing out of the cake. That's been fine. No dramas. So we're going back in and we're going to play for the other one now, is it? Right. So we're going to fight for the feds. All right. Let's get over there. Right, I've forgotten what I'm doing. Yes, fight for this faction. Here we go, we're off. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, go, go. Let's drop the fighter. Here we are, we're zooming in. Full power to weapons. Take them down. Oh, good grief. Here we go. We're still going in. Die, you Thargoid cultists. Gone. Next. There he is, in his Challenger. We're waiting for all the tinsel to go. We're right up his trumpet. His shields have come online. He's trying to boost them up a little bit. That's his backside. Gone. Kathwap. Who is next? Cheeky little eagle. He can have it. Gone. Next. Who's this now? Another Challenger. Well, yeah, I mean, we can always do the next one and sort of like chew through that mission, couldn't we? You're right there, Mike. Perhaps we should have finished that. There's one more mission to do, wasn't there? I haven't seen Mountain Blade 2. Oh, Blade 2. Yeah. I know what you mean there. We're going in. More ships jumping in. Ooh, he's gonna get it. Look at that, like a good ship, like a Python. Look at that. And all this has been is combat. Smash him. It's a dangerous Python. He's gone next. Taking out the Pythons. Python killing. Things have slowed down quite considerably there. Ah, he's running. Yeah, I think we won. It's not working particularly well, is it? Yeah, they're still attacking. Normally they just bug out and just fly out.
Target shields offline.
Bring the fighter back in. As it happens, how many have we got to do on that other mission? Quite a few.
Target destroyed.
Should go and kill him as well.
Confirmed, docking was successful.
Jumping. Yeah, gone to the what? 50 odd ships to shoot. Forget it. Let's jump out and then jump back in. In, out, shake it all about. Is there 2 or 3 overlapping? Oh, right. Wonder where that is then. Right, you're back in the conflict zone, are you? Right, I'm going back in then. Ah, Simon hasn't left yet. Right, we're all out. Who are we going to fight for this time? I think we'll go for We'll fight for the feds again.
Wilco, Commander. Let's deploy this fighter.
Feds. Fight for this faction. Here they are. It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong really quickly.
Shield's gone, but I'm hanging in there, Commander. Fighters destroyed, Commander. We didn't stand a chance out there.
No one else seems to have jumped back in. Yeah, no worries. I've got to jump out a minute. I've got about another 40 minutes left in me. Then I got to go and pick my dog up. And there seems to be nobody here. What's going on? Let's jump out again. Cemiess up. Go in. Oh, bollocks. Right, let's try that again.
Copy, Commander. Initiating telepresence now.
Here we go.
Targets to choose from. My shields are out. I need to make space. Commander.
Oh, come on. Kill the Viper. Yeah, no worries. We'll try and find the other one. I'll have to rearm, I think, before we go and do something like that. Simon's recharging the shields.
Shields
fighter's gone. Yeah, see how time goes. Because I've only got about another 30 minutes. Before I gotta go and get the dog. Okay, okay. Yes, have it. Look at all those lasers lancing out and getting that guy. He's had it. Look at him. He's toast. Onto the Python now. We're chewing through these ones, mind, aren't we? We're chewing through them. It's got explosions here, there, and everywhere. Little Asp Explorer there. Needs a good pasting. Moving on to the next one. Oh, battle 1. Great. I'm gonna go and rearm. I think it's just credits for this one. I think it's just credits. Oh yeah, no rearming. That's the thing, isn't it? It's keeping the heat down. How have you got your power distributor set up? Just for weapons? Because it must be like bzzz, and it's empty. That's the thing. Weapons, yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? I think I'll do the Anaconda like that. Have a pure laser Anaconda build. That'll be something. Yeah, big thermal vent on those ones. It all, you know, chilling around like. Nine ads. What is it with the ads, man? Bloody Twitch.
Core dynamics Romeo India Charlie. Please approach the station at a safe speed and be mindful of other pilots in the area. Permission authorized. Prep for arrival on landing pad 17.
Landing gear deployed.
Let's get in, get repaired, get rearmed. And then we can go in, we're going to get our advanced maintenance done. Bit of structure there. How are we doing on them? That'll do me. All rearmed, done, lovely, fantastic, spot on. Yeah, use all set. Yeah, flick it up, and hit him with all 7 together. Yeah, I get it.
Ship restraints withdrawn. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Right. In the nav panel, there's a string of these ones. Okay. It's got to be around Popontia 4, isn't it? Oh, it's exciting. Overlapping conflict zones. Woo! It might well finish the mission a lot quicker. It might well do. Which one is it? Andy F. 07 Commander. Yeah, you gotta have a Healy beam. Actually, I've got to get myself sorted out with that. I really have. I say it, but it's getting the time. Oh. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Right, so... all right, then. So that's that. Let's get a bit closer so we can see what we're doing. So we got one there. We got there. We got blah, 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 blah. It's got to be. It's got to be some of these, isn't it? I'd say it's got to be that one. I mean, I don't know. I quite honestly don't know. Looks like that and that overlaps, but then I'm not sure about this one over here. Might be those three, but then again, that one. There. That one there. Yeah, you got it, Simon. Let's get round the other side of the planet. Nice round the side of the planet shot. Look at that. Look at that for a graphical spectacle. I thought you had him right there. Like, you know, the middle one. Yeah, I'm on the low. Yes, fight for the cultists. Let's get the fighter in the air.
Roger that. Fighters going live.
Oh, I am millions of miles away.
Fighters online. Ready for action. Yes, Commander. Docking fighter immediately.
I haven't got time. I just launch another fighter.
Repeat. Hold critical. I'm almost out of the fight, Commander.
Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Come on, come on, come on. Right, let's launch the other fighter.
Okay, powering up the SLS. Stand by, Commander.
Is he coming back around? These tough little eagles, isn't it? You know, I mean, come on, what are we doing? Cool. Next. Gone. Next. This. Cheeky little viper. Shields down already. You gone? Who's next? Ooh, look at that. I love a python. Ah, we're crashing. He's gone. Next one. Sneaky viper. Oh no, it's a vulture. Sorry. Ooh, come on, come on. I'm getting into it. Takes a while and you start just getting into the zone, isn't it? You know? Who's next? He's too far away. Cheers, Simon. That's lovely. Have we won? Already, like? Yeah, they're dropping, they're running. Where am I? I've got a few minutes. 26 or 64, we're going to have to do another one. Yeah, hop out, drop in. So forget the fight, I'm off. Right, where's the medium? There. That can't be it. Is that it? There. Right there. Yes. Done.
Copy, Commander. Initiating telepresence now.
That ship is taking too large. So these little ships can withstand this sort of like a hammering, like, you know? Does make me laugh. Yeah, this gunships, I mean, I don't do enough with these federal ships like that, you know? I think they're great little ships. Where is he? Yes, we'll go after him. Twitch Witch. 07, Commander. Gone. Lots of gunships here. We got a dropship here, we're mixing it up. Nah, he's too far away. Who we got here? after these. Taking his shields. Shields down really quickly. Then, you know, hull-wise, really slowly. Really slowly. There it is. Oh, there you go. Nearly down, nearly down.
Be careful here, Commander. I'm using a
He can try to run, but he's gone. It's National Gunship Arama Week. Look at that. Python just can't get away from all of us having a go. Oh, not a significant decrease. Oh no, what am I going to do? The battle won. I don't think I've got any more time for another one.
Nothing else showing up on my scanner, Commander. All targets destroyed.
Where did we get 36? Did nowhere near kill enough there. Hey, anyway, I'm going to call it there for today. 3 hours, 20 minutes of a stream. Whoo! That's a big one, isn't it? I'm going to venture back into this teenage person's party that is going on in my house. But I'll be back on tomorrow. Really enjoyed that. Thanks to everyone who joined in on the stream and in the chat. Simon, Mike, Fishsticks, Lord Nelson, Lord Narco Wookie, you name it, you know who you are. Thank you very much. Yep, I'll be on tomorrow. Don't know what I'm going to be doing. Be doing something or other. Who knows? But we'll be doing something along the lines of Elite. Have fun. Take it easy.